stipone we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. Hokaristo me complete your defeat ? Practical noon. So of course. Every mature instinct cries out against the adult personal powerlessness. I just rule Yafel told me that glass in hand would have or Peter minds until such an obsession for destructive drinking thought like nectar providence can remove it from moose. Neither kind of bankruptcy is like thy own. Alcohol. No become the rampacious creditor bleeds his false self. Sufficient and while to resist his demands. Once if this stark fact is accepted our bankruptcy going human concerns is complete. But upon entering AA we soon take quite another view of this absolute humiliation. We perceive that like threat utter defeat are able to take our first steps toward liberation and strength. Our admissions of personal powerlessness finally turn out to be firm bedrock upon which beyond purposeful events may be built. We know that little good can come to any alcoholic who joins unless has first accepted his devastating weakness and all its consequences. Until he so humbles himself his sobriety will be precarious. Of real happiness you'll find a neat all. Proved beyond you by an immense experience. This is only that these facts of life. The principle fate we shall find no enduring strength until with years to admit complete defeat is the main taproot from which our whole society has begun to float. When fears challenged to admit defeat most of us will take. We had approached expecting to date our self-confidence. Then had been told but so there is hopeless conquered self-confidence is no good whatever in fact it was a total liability. Our sponsors declared the twain were the victims of a mental obsession so subtly powerful no amount of human willpower could break it. There was they said no such thing as had personal conquest or the compulsion by the united will. Relentless lie deepen. In Gore dilemma our sponsors pointed out her increasing sensitivity to alcohol allergy. They called it the tyrant alcohol wielded a double-edged sword over us. First we'd be smitten by an insane urge thought condemned to go on drinking and then by an allergy but if it ensured way would ultimately destroy ourselves into a process. Few in deep breath also assailed hated Beirut unthrust in single-handed combat. Twain saw statistical fact thought alcoholics almost never recovery. Their own resources. And thighs had been true apparently ever since man had first crushed grapes. China. Pioneering time non but the most desperate causes could swell at one digest this unpalatable truth. Even these last gaspers often had difficulty in realizing how hopeless they actually were. Beauty fooded and with these laid hold of the principles without the fervor with which the droning season of preservers they almost invariably got well. The ties with the first edition of the book Alco. Holics Anonymous publicly newer membership was small deal with low bottom cases and Lee. Manales the spirit. Alcoholic Street. But I did not succeed because they could not make the mission of hopelessness. It is a tremendous satisfaction to record that in faithful, low-inch IR Stichong. Alcoholics who still had their health, their families, their jobs and event walkers and garage began to recognize that their alcoholism. As the strand grew they were joined by young people while are scarcely more than potential alcoholics. They respected at last 10 or 15 years of littoral health resto foods had gone through. Since their Stephen requires an admission that our life have become unmanageable, how could people such as these take this step? It was obvious Lina says a writer rise but there so few shattered at the point where it would hit them. By going back in our own drinking histories, we could show that years before we realized that we were out of control that our drinking even then was no mere habit that it wasn't at the beginning got a fatal progression. To the doubters we could see perhaps you are not an alcoholic after all. Why don't you do some more controlled drinking? Bearing in mind meanwhile what we have told you about alcoholism? This attitude brought immediate and practical results. Twain had discovered that when only alcoholic had planted the mean definitor that through nurturing these maladies, that person could never bet the same again. Following that every speaker would say to himself, maybe Fosia. Were right. After Akfusic experiences often years before the onset of extreme difficulties he would return to U.S. Vince. Had had it but a master rule Johnny Wolfoo's. John Carl. Horn himself had become our best advocate. While his insistence at every must but first ? Fincerous that few people will sincerely try to practice it. He program youngless feet hit bottom. For practicing the remain in 11 steps means that no attitude death and accidents thought almost no alcoholic boys still drinking con dream of tacking. Who wishes to bury no stand tolerant who wants to confess his faults to and at the ran make restitution for harm done her cares any tilabuta his hair power let alone meditation and prayer how to sacrifice a time and energy in trying to carry a dot's message at the next suffer no thieverage alcoholic self-centered the stream dose for this prospect unleash hasto do these things in order to eat alive himself. Under the lash of alcoholism, we're driven to AA, and there we discover the fatal nature of our situation. Then, and only then, do we become as open-minded to conviction and as willing to listen as the inch convey. We stand rather to anything but quit lift the merciless obsession fro moose.